Hi Flosstube, this is Nancy, Quilting Stitcher. Today is November 25th, Saturday. This is the third take on this. I do not know what is wrong. I thought today I would do it on my computer because my computer I can do a longer time, and for some reason it keeps shutting off on me. So I'm just back to my phone. This is going to be a quick, it has to be quick because my phone only lets me do 30 minutes. So, hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I'm not going to go into details on what we did because there's just too much I want to cover. So, let's jump right into stitching. You're getting me raw. I didn't put no makeup on today. Today was the day, it's been such a crazy last 2 days that today I decided I was going to stay home and do things around the house. I want to do the Flosstube video. I finished decorating for Christmas. Sorry, I'm trying to get my lighting right here. We decorated the Christmas tree on Thanksgiving. That night, we decided to put it up and let the grandkids decorate it. So I kind of finished putting up the rest of my decorations today, and cleaned up my sewing room because it was kind of a mess. And so anyway, so we're gonna jump right into stitchy stuff. Okay, so this week, since my last video, I had one finish. This is Bath Time by Imaginating. And it was a fun, whimsical piece. I'm going to frame it and put it in my bathroom. It is on white Aida, 14 count Aida. It is in the called for colors other than the blue, or the bluish green. It was a blue color, and I wanted to change the color so it would match my bathroom more. But anyway, so I'm going to see if I can find me a frame at the thrift store, and I will get that hung in my bathroom. My next thing is this was kind of a finish, but now it's kind of a whip. So now it's kind of in between. It's kind of hanging out in between the zones. It is Hometown Holidays. This one's called My House. And the reason why is I had it finished, put a name here. I put my married name here, which is not my name, not my legal name, but it's my married name. But then I thought if my kids ever want these, they're not going to want my married name in it. They would rather have their name. And once it's finished, it's going to be finished, and you're not going to be able to take it out. So I thought, well, I will go onto the Country Cottage Little House Needleworks Facebook page and see what everybody else put in it. And someone suggested, and they did on theirs, when they did it, they left off this bottom border and didn't put any name. I just did the house. So that is a huge possibility of what I'm going to be doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch up a few more of them, and then I will decide. So it kind of is a finish, but it's also a whip. Also on the tree, if you can see, I haven't stitched anything on the tree. It's supposed to be white for the snowflakes, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because I want to add some bling to all my little houses, so I'm going to fill in the tree instead of putting snowflakes there, and then I'm going to put some red, use some red Mill Hill beads, and I'm going to make a garland, and I'm going to, out of red, red, I already said red. And I'm going to make a garland to either go on the tree, kind of zigzag back and forth in the tree, or I'm going to do a garland and put it on the fence. I haven't decided on that. And then I'm going to add some crystal or clear Mill Hill beads in where the snowflakes, up here in the snowflakes, just to kind of give it some bling. But I'm kind of thinking I like it without the border. So that's... It's in timeout right now until I get some of the other ones finished. The other one, so that was a whip in my last video. Now it's, who knows where it's at. And I started this one. This is the Main Street Station. Love the train. I hope this is focusing. I don't know. Anyway, I love that train. And this one is actually really fun. So this is where I'm at. And I changed the white when I did the My House one. I changed the white because it was ecru, but it blended in too much with my fabric, so I changed it to 3865, DMC 3865. and that's what I'm going to do all of them in. And so all I have left on here is the train part of it, but there is supposed to be red beads or red berries up in here, and I did not stitch those because I want to put red beads. And then on this garland right here, it is actually garland, you can't really tell, but there is red berries come off of it, and I'm going to put beads on there. And then I'm also going to put beads up for the snow. So that's where I am on that one. This little tag here, so each one of these pieces are cut a different size, and I needed to know which one was for which pattern. So when I zigzagged my edges to keep them from fraying, I just wrote on a little sticky note, and then I actually stitched it into there. But it won't matter because all that's going to be cut off anyway. Okay, and my next whip is Lantern Lane. I'm not going to show you a picture of the pattern because everybody, of the picture of the picture, because everybody knows what it looks like. But this is where I'm at. This house is a beast. It's taken me, it took me what, literally 20 days to stitch it. Anyway, last time I showed the video, I had like 4 rows here, and then one going down, and that's where I'm at now. And as you can see, I've this floss that I'm doing the shutters in actually is almost the same color as my fabric, but it's not going to matter because once I put the white in and finish the windows out, there'll be a distinction there. And then a story. I have never had so much of a problem with stitching something as I have this one, because if you remember, I told you I didn't like the color, so I ended up picking it out, changing the colors, because this doesn't have a DMC conversion, so I've kind of picked my own. And so I had to go online and get the DMC conversion, and then I didn't like the pink because it was too pink. I wanted red. Anyway, so I get the whole house done, base of the house done, except for this part right here, and from here down. And I ran out of floss. So I go to the store, grab some more floss. It's 8/16. I had a couple hours before work, so I stitched in there and I sewed clear down to there. And then it's put it up, went to work. It was in the daytime when I did that, no lights on. Come home from work, decided I'm going to sit down and try to finish this before I go to bed. Looked at it, it was a different color. It's the same color, it's just a different dye lot. So I posted on Facebook, and I'm like, okay, what would you guys do? And 90% of the people said just leave it. And really, if you look back, you can't tell the difference. I can because I know, but just to the showing it to my husband or whatever, that no one can tell the difference. And it's for me. So whoops, I just lost the needle minder. Oh darn. Anyway, so it's for me, and so I'm just going to leave it. It's there. So anyway, that's my whips. Haul. I'm going to show you my haul. I don't have a whole lot. I'm going to stitch from stash next year, so I don't, and I haven't been buying a whole lot of stuff because I kind of have my projects planned for 2016 or 2018. I'm going back. So my haul is a little bit, just a little bit. So this is Heartstring Samplery. I got the Cross Stitch Nation, and I think I'm going to stitch this one up and put it here in my sewing room. And then I got this one. It's called Hibernation Day. And I think Lynette from Homestay on the Homefront, she showed this, and I think she is either stitching it or is planning on stitching it, but she's changing up the verse. I like the verse, and it talks about hibernation and with it snowing outside and everything, and I like the verse, so I'm going to keep it. I'm going to stitch it like that. And then the other one I got is Baby, It's Cold Outside. Kendra Stitcher, I can't remember her name. It just like went right out of my head. She's stitching it, and I think Michelle Farm Girl is stitching it. I think they're doing it as a Sal, but it's really cute. And then in Kathy Haberman's last video, she showed two new charts that were coming out that she was releasing. She had done these, I think, for retreats or something, and she decided to release them to the public. So the first one is Sunshine on a Stem. That's so cute. That's going to be a quick stitch. And it comes with the wool felt to do the leaves for it. And the other one is Stitching is My Heart's Desire. And it's just a little pillow, and it has a little fob to go with it, and you can tuck your little scissors down into the pillow. But what was funny is when she was showing this, and she was showing the fabric she used for the backing, I actually have a quilt that I made using this exact same fabric line. In fact, it is at the quilters right now. So, and I had enough. I'm making another quilt out of that same fabric, only in a different pattern. So I thought, oh, cool. I can actually even use the same, because I still have I'll have scraps, and I can use it on that. So anyway, and then what I did is I bought, I'm not going to show all of these, but I bought all 12 of these Prairie Schooler monthly ones. And I think I'm going to stitch them individually, and then I'm going to see if I can find, Candy Stitches had a good suggestion, and if I can find a window pane with 12 panes in it, then I may stitch them and do it that way, like she was talking about on her, I think it was her last video. But there's that one. But the reason I have both of these is because this is an original, this is a reprint. This is out of heavy duty, you know, poster board type paper. This looks like they photocopied it on a color copy machine. It's just thin copying paper, really. What kind of makes me mad about the whole thing, you know, whatever, you're releasing them, whatever. What makes me mad is I got these from 123 Stitch. I paid $8.09. I have the invoice right here. $8.09 for this one. The reprint cost me $10.79. Yet this is better quality. So, my event for the day. Okay, so, and then I signed up for a couple of Floss of the Month clubs. Ship's Manor is one of them. This is the November floss. I got it actually yesterday in the mail. I don't know if you can see. Whoops. And I dropped it. Anyway, there's that. And then the other one I signed up for is Colors and Cottons, and I think my first one should be the December one that I'll get. What else do I have? Oh, okay, so I posted on my last Facebook video that I was going to give this shirt away. Somebody sent it to me. I don't know who gifted it to me. I apologize again. Thank you for it. It's just really not my style, so I'm going to pass it on. So I had 6 people say that they would like it. I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. Your name is in here. So I will draw a name for it. And the name is Threads All Over. That's who's getting this chart. So, if you will, I'll leave a link in the bottom to my email address, or I'll leave my email address in the description in the bottom. So if you will email me your address, I will get it in the mail to you next week. Okay, so the last thing, I have 15 minutes, so gotta hurry and get through this. So I want to just talk about a little bit about holiday traditions. One of the traditions I had growing up as a little girl is we would always go, and every Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving every year, Santa Claus would come to our town, and he would ride around we have a town square, and he would ride around the town square in this fire truck, and then he would stop and he would flip the lights on and turn the lights on, and because it's like a big deal in our town, in our area, for Santa Claus coming to turn the lights on. And that's something that I did every year as a little girl growing up. And when my kids were little, we would take them and so they could see Santa Claus turn on the lights. I haven't been in a while. I think we've taken the grandkids a couple of times, but we haven't been in a while. But now they do, it's a chili feed. It's always been a chili feed, and it raises money to buy more lights for the park, because it's a big deal. In fact, I'll put it down in the description, but it's called Christmas City USA. Google it. This is it. It is a real thing. And we are listed in the National Historic Registries and different things, because our town is in the National Historic. But anyway, so Christmas City USA, go and look it up. The lights are just awesome. Anyway, so that was a tradition that I had growing up. A tradition I started for my kids from their very first Christmas on, and I've also continued it with my grandkids, is they get a new ornament every year. And when I started it with my kids, my thought was when they get old enough and they move out and they have their own house, that they would have their little box of ornaments that they could decorate their first Christmas tree in their new house with their ornaments. Anyway, so they each got one every year, and sometimes I made them, sometimes I bought them. If something, a life event happened or whatever, I kind of based it around that. As they got older, I would actually took them to the store and they picked out their own ornaments. Anyway, I continued the tradition with my grandkids, and it's the same with them. Some of them I've made them. Some of them I've bought. Last year, they got ones from Alaska, because we had gone on an Alaskan cruise in June of 2016. So last year, they got ornaments from Alaska. And anyway, and both my daughters have actually continued the tradition with their kids. So they do ornaments for their kids. So when their kids move out, they're going to have not only ornaments that I've given them, they're also going to have ornaments that their moms have done for them. And traditionally, the ornaments I pick out for them stay on the Christmas tree until Christmas, when they come over, and then they can take their ornament off the tree and take it home with them. So anyway, and then one other tradition I want to share is my husband and I got married in February of 2016. Anyway, so we decided a tradition we wanted to do, and this is something that he kind of did with his kids, and he always did Christmas breakfast with Christmas waffles. And it was something that he did. He was divorced, and so he had the kids every other Christmas, and he would do, that was something they did that was special to them every, on the Christmases that he had them. So what we decided to do is continue that tradition. So last year we started it, and it will be one that will continue this year and keep going, is we're going to do breakfast. We do Christmas breakfast. And it's not a set time. When you come over, we'll make the waffles, and you can eat and then be going to your thing. This year it's going to be very quiet at our house, because our kids are all going to their in-laws. But we're still going to do breakfast, and they can come over after they open presents. If they want to come over and have breakfast, they can. So those are 3 traditions that we have in our house. And so anyway, that being said, on December 6th is I have a milestone birthday. I'm going to be 50 years old. 50. I have to tell you a little story about my grandson. So I have a grandson who's 8. And last year, I've always told my grandkids I'm 29. They say, "How old are you, Nana?" I said, "I'm 29. So I've always told them. Anyway, well, last year, I was talking to my grandson about my birthday, and I told him, I says, "Oh, Nana's going to be 29. And he says, "Nana, you're already 29. You're going to be 30. So, according to him, I was 30 last year. But anyway, but I'm going to be 50. And so what I want to do is I want to give you guys a gift. So I was going through my stash trying to decide what I'm going to do for 2018 projects. And I come across these books. They are hardbound books. I've had them for years and years and years. And I don't think I've ever stitched out of them. And I was looking through them, and I decided I'll never stitch out of them. I've had them all this time. I've never stitched out of them. Chances of me stitching out of them again are slim. So I'm going to pass them to you, and these are going to be my gift to you for my birthday. So the first one is The Stockings Were Hung, and this is by Leisure Arts. And it's just, it has stocking patterns. You know, just charts of stockings. Whoa, I lost it. Just different stockings. So that's number 1. Number 2 is by Better Homes and Gardens, a cross-stitch Christmas, the season for stitching. And it's, again, it's just Christmas charts. Let's see if I can show. There's some ornaments. And those little stockings. Those are cute. Anyway, this is the back. So this is number 2. And then this one is Better Homes and Gardens, a cross-stitch Christmas called Gifts to Cherish. This is number 3. For some of the charts, I'm just going to show the back because it has quite a few of the charts, or pictures of the charts. But anyway, so this is number 3. So what I want you to do, don't mention giveaway, please. But what I want you to do is I want you in the comments to tell me a tradition, a holiday tradition that maybe you had as a child that you carried over and had with your children. Or one that you started with your children that they have carried on to their children. And then also mention whether you want book 1, book 2, or book 3. And then I'm going to do another video on the 6th on my birthday. Well, it will post on my birthday. I will actually probably do it on the 5th because I have to upload these on the when I'm sleeping because it takes forever from my phone. So just a tradition, you know, that you've carried on, that you've carried on for you, or that you carried on. And then which book, whether you want 1, 2, or 3. And I will do a drawing. I will probably do, I'm going to try the random drawing thing that's on the computer. If I can't do that, I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. But I'll do that. And then what I'm going to do is everybody that comments on my video, whether they just comment and say, hi, great video, or whatever, even if they don't leave a holiday tradition, I am going to send a project bag. I'm going to do a drawing for a project bag. So no matter whether you comment, even if you don't want a book, but you just want to share a tradition, but everybody who does comment on the books will still be entered in this one, because everybody that comments is going to be entered for this giveaway. And I made some project bags. I made 7 for me. I made one for a friend in Maryland. I made one for my daughter, and I had fabric cut up for 2 more. So this is one of them. So, and this is what it looks like on the inside. Nothing fancy. This is Lana's tutorial that I made these. I like mine personally, but I know some people like the zippered. I quilt. I've never put a zipper in anything in my life. Maybe I should make some project bags and do some with zippers. I don't know. But I like these. So I'm going to give this away. So everybody that comments gets to go into this drawing. If you comment and you want this book, you'll be put in this drawing. If you comment and you want this book, you'll be put in for that drawing. And if you comment for this book, you'll be put in that drawing. So 1, 2, or 3 for the books, and then everybody for this. I really, really, really hope that made sense what I just said. I don't know. Okay, quickly. I have 5 minutes. Okay, so for my quilt, I don't have a quilt finish to show you today. I mean, I have quilt finishes I can show you. But this is something my 2 daughters, and one of my daughters' grandmother-in-law, we have been doing quilt squares every month. We do 1 square a month. And November we did 2 because we didn't think we'd have time to do them in December. My daughter has hers completely done and made into a quilt. My other daughter, I think, still has a square to do. The grandma-in-law, she's got her quilt top done, but she doesn't have it quilted. I have my squares done though. So these are the squares we did. Quickly show them. There's 12 of them. And what we did is we all picked our own fabric of what we wanted. But we all did the same pattern, and we just meant one day a month and did them. So I still need to finish mine, get mine into a quilt top, but it probably isn't going to happen until after the first of the year because I really just don't have time. But I found the pattern online. It was a quilt along online that I found, and got got fabrics, but we picked our own. So I mean, so everything's different. I mean, our quilts all look different, even though we used the same pattern. And some of the colorways, I think if I was to do it again, I would do them different. But I just followed the directions to cut exactly. Like this one, I have 2 different reds. I probably would have done, probably done those maybe in a blue or whatever instead of doing 2 different reds. But so anyway, that's it. That's what I have. And anyway, yeah. After the first year, I'll probably get them. This is going to be, I don't know what size the quilt's going to end up being. It's going to be bigger than a twin size, I think. Because these are 16-inch blocks and there's 12 of them. So I'll do 4 across, 4 down. I don't know. No, that would be 16. So 3 across, 4 down is how it will end up being. Okay, so for this next week, I'm going to work on my keep going on my Lantern Lane and my Hometown Holiday series, and I cannot wait for the new Little House Nailworks series to come out. They're, was it Vineyard Christmas? I don't know what it's called. It's a Christmas one. Love it. Can't wait. In fact, I'm going to see, I bought this at Walmart. It's got 3 or 6 openings. I'm going to see if I can find somebody that can make me one with 3 more openings. And I might put that series in there. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, isn't that cute? I was thinking Frosty Forest. The one that Priscilla just finished up and she did. And the window panes. I thought if I did 6 of them, that would be cute in that. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, so I'm going to keep just plugging along on my Lantern Lane and my Hometown Holiday series. And you'll see me again on December 6th. I will pick the drawing for the project bag and the books. And, and show you my 2018 starts, which I'm going to start this year in December. I'm going to kind of do my own take on the Mania starting anyway, Stitching Mania. I'm going to do my own take on it in December, and so I'll show you, and then those projects are going to be the projects that I carry over and I work on in 2018, along with other things I'll probably get put in there. So anyway, well, thank you for sticking with me, and a quick shout out is MJ in PJs. Check her out. She dyes her own floss. It looks so easy, fast. I was going to do it when I was off this weekend, and yeah, it just hasn't worked out. So, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I can see if I can get it done. But if not, I'm going to try her way of dyeing my own floss. So, have a good day, and I will see you on December 6th, my birthday. Bye.